What's up, guys? In this video, we're gonna have a powerful conversation about the power of your self-image. And look, if you feel like in your life things are stagnating right now, they're not getting better, you're not getting the big breakthrough that you want, the manifestation, you're not attracting what you want, you really, all the efforts that you're putting into your life, you feel like it's just not working. If you find yourself in this situation right now, it's because your self-image is driving the bus. Your self-image is what is controlling your life and your result. You only draw onto yourself experiences that are matched to how you see yourself. The root belief, those beliefs, those values, those perceptions and assumptions that you have about yourself, about what you can, cannot do, about who you are, who you're not, about your life, about your destiny, about your strength and weakness, about all those limitations that you've imposed on yourself are now became a self-fulfilling prophecy. The challenge is that our self-image is massively subconscious, meaning that a lot of what you believe, you're not even aware of it, is just deeply ingrained in who you are and what you do and how you think and the life that you create. So if your life is not growing right now, it's because your life is a reflection of your self-image. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples so you can see how this plays out in different ways in different scenarios. One big example that I had in my personal life was the belief that I'm too tall. See, when I was a teenager and I was growing up, I started growing taller faster than everybody else. I'm 1.96 m, okay, which is quite tall. But at some point, what happens is that I started to look at this as being too tall negatively. So I started to create this impression, this belief onto myself that something's wrong with me, that I'm too tall. Why am I different? You know, all these kind of thoughts. And it was starting to make me feel shy, uncomfortable, weird, fearful, embarrassed of who I was, how I look. So of course you can imagine how this can make me shy, reserved, timid, how it affected my confidence, self-esteem, my social skills. I would avoid being in the center of attention. I would avoid standing in a room. I would always be closer to the wall, sitting down, you know, playing small, hiding, just trying to not get attention toward me. I would lack a lot of confidence in my interaction with other people, especially women. So it affected me, that core belief affected me in so many ways. But I can tell you the massive difference that it made the moment I started to change the self-image. And I did that by simply saying thank you when anybody was telling me, oh, you're so tall, or why you're so tall, which is often, by the way, I would say thank you. And so what started to happen is I started to see this as a compliment. And that started to change my self-image. And that had massive effect on my life, on my confidence, on my self-esteem, on my social skills, on just me feeling freer, feeling less embarrassed, feeling more carefree, less inhibited. So you can see how one core belief about yourself or about your body, about your voice, about your skills, about who you are, about your money, about whatever, can create a lot of behaviors, a lot of symptoms that keep on creating patterns and struggles in your life. And the moment you break one of those aspects of your self-image and you replace it with the truth, you start to not only collapse all those other patterns that are entangled with it, but you start to create a lot of new behaviors and habits and ways of thinking and relating and energy, which in turn create new results in your life. Recently, I had a client who really wanted to get in a relationship, who really wanted to lose weight, who really wanted to, feel good about herself. And she just felt like she was beating herself up. She lacked confidence, she lacked, that belief in herself. And she really lacked a relationship for years. She was single. She wasn't even trying to date. And so as we got talking, what became very apparent is how she saw herself so negatively, that she's not lovable, that she's ugly, that she's not attractive, and beliefs and thoughts like that. So she had this deep-rooted insecurity about her look, about her attractiveness, and that nobody will find her attractive, that she'll never find anybody, and that she's not worth loving as she is, that she needs to lose weight first, that she needs to change and be a different person to be loved, basically. And she kind of almost given up on the idea that she could get that dream relationship, or at least that relationship with herself. See, the challenge was not people around her. The challenge was a core belief that was creating all those patterns of how she was interacting with the world, what she was projecting, her energy, her weight, and everything else. So as we started to work on a belief and deconstruct those old false beliefs that she created about herself, and started to focus on self-love and loving herself and accepting herself and see the beauty in who she is and feel attractive, not only she started to lose weight, she started to feel radiant, she started to feel amazing, she started dressing up and making up more, but she also started dating and she found somebody. I don't know how it's going now, but she found somebody. And that alone is a massive contrast of how things were versus how it is now. So you see, it has all to do with your self-image. Your self-image is driving the bus. It's like a plane. You know, when the pilot put the plane on autopilot and then it just goes based on the route that has been programmed in it, your subconscious mind and your self-image is the same way. Your self-image is that route that it follows and remain consistent with. Have you ever noticed how poor people tend to hang around poor people and they tend to label themselves poor people and just kind of use the environment, how they grew up and what happened, to reaffirm and label themselves poor people? I grew up in a poor neighborhood and poor situation and poor opportunities and poor this and poor that. And so it's not to attack them or to judge them, but it's to create the awareness that as long as poor people relate to themselves and affirm and use the environment and the situation and what is happening to reaffirm that they're poor, that they are a self-poor person, they will remain poor. They will remain trapped in the boundaries of the box that they created for themselves. And you can put this in any other situation. If you think you're unlovable, if you think you're stupid, if you think you're not good enough, if you feel like you're never gonna make it, if you feel like you're ashamed for whatever reason, if you feel like whatever it might be, that you're not worthy of love or you're just not worthy of the life that you want, whatever the idea might be, your self-image is what is creating your life experiences. So if you want to radically change your life, have that big breakthrough, have that quantum leap, it all links and join and point toward your core beliefs and identity about yourself. As you start to work on who you really are, how you see yourself, and you become a new version of yourself, and you show up in a different way, and you start to think and feel and have a different attitude about yourself, and you start to affirm that you can have more than you ever wished for, and start take new action and start to act confidently, and you do it one step at a time, it will radically change your sense of reality. And I know this because not only I see it in all my clients, I see it in people in my Better Life program every single day. When you start to change how you see yourself, you'll be amazed how your life just starts to open up, how people start to treat you differently, how you start to relate to life differently, and opportunities start to come and things start to happen. Because when you align yourself with a new version of yourself, life aligns you with a new life. So it's not about changing the world, the people, the economy, and everything else. It's really going deep in about what you believe about yourself. And there's a lot of videos on this channel that can guide you to the right exercise. There's so many videos, different approach that you can take depending on the situation and the context. And if you want something else, I have a Better Life program that is designed to break through those negative beliefs that you have about yourself and recreate a new self-image in just 30 days. It is a powerful, life-changing program that will allow you to create a new version of yourself. So the link is down below if you're interested as well. But remember this, if you're stagnating or if things are just barely getting better up and down and you have this kind of yo-yo effect, it is because of your self-image. Your life is a reflection of your self-image. What you draw into yourself is a reflection of your self-image, and you will continue to navigate your life based on the program that are inbuilt in your subconscious mind. So if you change the program, you will change your life and you will change the direction of the navigation and where you're going. I hope this video makes sense, guys. Like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of those videos. Hit that subscribe button now, guys. I will see you next time. Be well.